Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mark, and today we're talking about the big goal, going from a total beginner to speaking English fluently and confidently. A lot of you ask me, Mark, where do I even start? Is grammar more important than words? Should I be watching movies or just trying to talk? It's easy to feel overwhelmed if you try to do it all at once. That's why today, I'm breaking it down into a simple step-by-step plan to take you from zero to advanced. Think of learning English like building a house. You can't put up wallpaper or decorate the rooms before you've built the walls, right? And you definitely can't build walls without a solid foundation. If the ground is shaky, the whole house will fall down. English works the same way. You can't start with the roof, meaning you shouldn't worry about complex grammar or long essays yet. You need the basics first. I'm talking about survival English. If you're at a cafe, you don't need perfect grammar. You just need to be able to say, "Coffee, please." This foundation is only about 500 to 1,000 common words. Once you have those, English stops feeling like a giant mountain and starts feeling like something you can actually use. So, how do you actually build this base? It's all about repetition. Repetition is going to be your best friend. Listen to simple conversations over and over again. Practice them out loud until the words feel natural. Try a technique called shadowing. This just means listening to a sentence and repeating it immediately, like an echo. It feels a bit weird at first, but it's a game changer for your brain and mouth. And don't worry about mistakes. They just show you're making progress. Once that foundation is solid, you can't just stop there. You can't live on a concrete floor with no walls. You need more variety. You need to move past, "I go to the market." Life isn't just about the present. You need to be able to talk about what you did yesterday, what you're doing right now, and what you'll do tomorrow. Can you see how your world is opening up? Now, you aren't stuck in the present. You can talk about the past and the future. This is where balance really matters. Think of English like your health. The input, listening and reading, is the food for your brain. You need it to grow. But if you only eat and never move, you won't get stronger. The output, speaking and writing, is like the exercise. You have to do both. Listen to podcasts and read stories, but then immediately go use those words. Write a few sentences about your day or tell a friend what you learned. This is how English stops being a boring school subject and starts feeling like a part of who you are and how you connect with people. But remember, don't rush. You can't build the walls of a house in a single day, right? Take it one day at a time. Be patient. Add a few words here, try a new tense there. Eventually, you'll look around and see that your English house is actually taking shape. The more you listen, the more you'll naturally absorb the rhythm of the language. But I want to pause here for a second. Many of you might feel frustrated right now. You can understand a podcast or a book, but when you speak, you still stumble. You forget words or make mistakes, and you start to think, maybe I'm just not good at this. My friend, listen to me. Let me tell you the truth. Making mistakes right now isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of growth. If you can tell a story, even with errors, you're already doing better than most. Don't be embarrassed by your mistakes. Own them. They prove you're actually using the language, not just reading about it. Now, let's talk about the next step, sounding natural. You've got the structure, but now you want that smooth sound. This is where you focus on pronunciation and rhythm. Instead of saying every word separately like a robot, you learn how words link together. For example, "What do you want to do?" becomes a smooth, "What do you want to do?" Your vocabulary is huge now, maybe 8,000 words, but you aren't memorizing them for a test anymore. You're picking them up from real life. Grammar starts to feel automatic, like walking. You don't think about it, you just do it. All right, everyone, that's the path from beginner to fluent. First, you lay down that solid foundation with basic words. Then, you build the structure with more vocabulary and daily practice. You start opening up new rooms through real-life experiences, and finally, you decorate everything with natural pronunciation and idioms. Eventually, you aren't just learning English anymore. You're living in it. The biggest takeaway today is this: don't rush. Don't try to skip steps. Just take it one day at a time and trust that every step you take is preparing you for the next one. Now, let's practice something simple for today. How can you build that foundation while making it look and sound professional? Think about the word very. We use it for everything when we are beginners, but if we want our English house to look high quality, we need better materials. Instead of saying very plus a simple word, we can use one strong word. Let's try it together. If you are very tired, don't just use that basic wood. Use a stronger material, say exhausted. If you see something very big, don't stay at the beginner level. Call it massive. If you are very happy about your English progress, say you are thrilled. Let's keep going. Think about these common situations. Instead of saying very clean, imagine your house is spotless. Instead of very scary, tell your friends the movie was terrifying. Instead of very important, tell your boss the project is essential. Do you see what's happening? You are using the same amount of energy, but your house, your English, suddenly looks more expensive and more solid. Here's your homework for today. Pick just one of these strong words. Maybe it's starving or delicious. Every time you want to say very today, stop yourself. Use your new strong material instead. When you do this, you aren't just memorizing, you are decorating. You are taking that simple, flat foundation and adding the fine details that make people stop and listen. Remember, a master builder doesn't use 1,000 cheap tools. They use a few high-quality tools perfectly. Start with these words and watch how quickly your English house begins to shine. All right, guys, I'm so proud of you because you lasted until the end. I hope you have a wonderful journey growing and learning. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video with a friend. Stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.